It's a hockey stream on episode 632 of the VIG Lounge, as we are, of course, continuing our bon voyage to NHL 26, as we are going to be welcoming in NHL 27 next month, I believe. And what better way to do that than continue the season mode playoff? This time it's game 2 in the third round, Pittsburgh Penguins versus the Toronto Maple Leafs. Pittsburgh got a 6-0 win in game 1. See if they'll be able to carry that momentum moving forward. But before we get started, I wanted to get my intro in, of course, like always, but I do want to kind of bring it down for a minute. Today is honestly a very special day for me. August 2nd, 2017 was a day where my depression nearly won, and I'm very thankful that it didn't. So, to anybody who's hearing this, I'm more than happy to share my story if it would help. Or, at the very least, I just want people to know if you're hearing this and you're struggling with dark thoughts that there is help available. Please reach out to somebody, reach out to a friend, family member, any professional. There are crisis lines available too. And, I just want you to know, even if you don't think so, even if you're the most cynical person in the world, you matter. You matter to somebody. And it's important that you know that. So just know it's okay to talk about your feelings. It's okay to ask for help, and don't be afraid to do so. And with that out of the way, let's jump right in to game 2 in this third round series between the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Toronto Maple Leafs here on the VIG Lounge. Crosby wins the opening draw, and we're underway as Brian Rust carries in. Fires one, and a big save by Joseph Woll. Ground in front denied as Raquel put it on. Big drive by the returning to the lineup. Parker Wotherspoon, as my decor is essentially depleted. William Nylander gets absolutely run off the puck. Back into the hands of Erik Karlsson. Carried in again by Rust. It's been all Pittsburgh, just like in game 1, and a big save by Woll. 4-0 are the shots, but Woll has stopped all 4 of them. And we are just over 2 minutes in. Again, I'm wondering, where is Austin Matthews? If he's injured or for some reason he was traded? Because I have no idea. But I'll just kind of take that as a blessing, I suppose. Morgan Riley, subject of trade rumors. Kind of funny if he just stayed in Toronto, but we'll have to wait and see what comes of that. Russ tried to carry it in, but he's offside. And that'll do it. Nearly 4 minutes into the first. Still awaiting the game's first goal. Pittsburgh with the only 4 shots on net. And Toronto is cleaning me out the face-off dot already. That's going to get worse before it gets better. And the Leafs finally get their first shot, knocked away easily by Shilovs. Up the left side now to EK65. He's definitely burned the Leafs a lot as a member of the Ottawa Senators. Drive by Wotherspoon, and it goes off a body to the corner. Novak gets it back. Karlsson, a big time score! Will it count, though? See the official waving off emphatically. Curious if this goal will count or it will be goalie interference. I'm really not sure. Karlsson lets it rip, and I don't really see Chinikov making contact, but I mean, he was able to move. I don't really... Okay, I don't agree with that call, but be that as it may, let's just play on. Let's hang a drive. What? Back out to the blue line now. The shot by the former Av, Sam Girard, knocked away. Puck's carried back in by Chris Letang. Letang with a shot denied by Wall with the left pad. Or maybe it was the right pad, I don't know. This is a blind commentator after all. Here's Nick Lyon and a big save by Shilovs. He's only faced 2 shots, and that one was a good one, as Waugh had a chance in tight. Who was a current Colorado Avalanche, to be fair. Soderblom scores! Off the ladder! And the Penguins lead 1-0. And, of course, my webcam decides to die because it's an absolute POS, but that's fine. A save at one end by Shilovs. And then the puck ends up on Soderblom's stick, spins and fires and puts it past Joseph Woll. And I've got a question for you. How much does a polar bear weigh? Enough to break the ice, baby. Pittsburgh with a 1-0 lead. Big save, Shilov, Solovyov. Man, that was confusing to say at the same time. Tried to block it away, but wasn't able to do so. And the Penguins hemmed in a little bit here. And Toronto finally gets their first goal of the series, and it's by an LA King in Scott Laughton. We'll give credit where credit is due. That was a hard-working goal. And you got to get yourself a greasy one, especially if you haven't had a goal in the series yet. This game is tied at 1. 8:51 to go in period 1. Scott Laughton has just recently tied things up for the Leafs. And Rust carries in for Pittsburgh. He's going to dance his way through, and Wall shut him down at the last hurdle. A hurdle that is not named Tomas, obviously, but had to just get that in there for absolutely no reason. You know, change things up just a little bit, you know? Just to prove that this isn't AI slot. Oh, and what a chance by Raquel. That's turned away. Crosby got a shot away, as did Rust. And Wall's going to hang on. Suddenly, the Leafs have 6 shots, but the Penguins are doubling them up. And here's Dakota Joshua. I can't remember. Is he still a Leaf? Like, that was a big hit. I'll give him that, but was he traded as well? I honestly can't remember. I mean, I know Vancouver's not doing well, but I think Dakota probably wishes he was there still. Either way. Nylander. Had it, lost it. Pass up the right side to Raquel. Knocked away. Carried in now by Blake Lizotte as the Leafs had a chance. It was turned aside by Shilovs. Now Lizotte spins and shoots, and that's turned away off the shoulder of Wall. Tried to pass it, knocked off by Nyes. Guess with Tavares, now Nylander. Save made by Shilovs as Nylander got in tight. Penguins finally able to regroup. And McGroarty simply going to dump it in. Collected along the wall by Dewar. Knocked away by Morgan Riley. Dewar comes back at him. Dewar to the net. He scores! That's how you do it! And the former Leaf burned his old team. It's 2-1 Pittsburgh. Pass across. Letang has it. Finds a streaking Malkin. Malkin trying to spin away. Gets the shot off, and a big save down low by Wall. Michelli the other way. Letang said, I'm not going to have any of that, but the Leafs do dump it in. Shelovs looks to hang on. 8.4 seconds remaining in the opening frame. Highlighting Joseph Woll, and why not? He's done very well in this first period, only surrendering 2 goals thus far. Okay, everybody who's watched enough of my stream is going to know that I'm not happy with that. That is not an edge stat. Blind guy can do basic math. 15 shots, 2 of them winning. He made 13 saves. That is not something that NHL Edge needs to tell you. Crosby dumps it in at the end of the period, and that's going to do it for the first 20 minutes. Pittsburgh up by 1 after 20 minutes, courtesy of a former Leaf, Connor Dewar. It's 2-1. Here's the goal right there. All right, we're gonna fix the camera, of course, because it would not be a visually impaired gamer stream if we didn't have a camera problem. We already established that. Let's take a look at the stats then. The Leafs somehow managed to get up to 10 digits, or double digits shots with 10. For a while there, though, they didn't have any shots at all. I think I had about 6 before they did. Pittsburgh with 5 more shots, 15-10. Hits very close, 7-5. Pittsburgh leading in that department. Leading in the passing percentage as well, 89.7 to 88.2. Pretty close. Leafs dominating in the face-off dot. Again, you know, that's like asking what color's the sky. You know it's blue. And you know that the blind guy's bad at face-offs. I almost called myself Razor Ramon, the bad guy. But still. Oh, and of course, the camera decided that it didn't want to work yet. All right, lovely. Well, it says that it's on. All right, let's try it, see what happens. But 20 minutes down, 40 minutes up, no penalties to speak of in that period as well. Let's see what the second period has in store, shall we? Oh, Russ tried to get it to Crosby, but it was picked off. Nylander going the other way. Dishes it off. Save made by Shelovs. And the Penguins work in transition. Into the right wing circle. Crosby hangs onto the puck. Puts in a beauty! I don't believe that was a backhand, but what a shot that was! The Wizard of Cross waves his magic wand! And the Penguins lead by 2! Yeah, this webcam absolutely sucks. I'm going to try it one more time, and if it doesn't work, then I'm just going to say, you know what? I'm done with it. I'm not going to bother anymore. Because, oh my God, this is just insane. And there's Craig Berube. He's about as frustrated as I am. Maybe more, but I'm pretty frustrated with this stupid webcam, so... Penguins trying to get it out. And they will. Malkin's going to chase it down. He's past Riley. He's got the puck around the defender. Oh, and he couldn't get the shot away. He's blocked off by Carlo with a nice poke check. Nylander tried the old inside-out move. He got blocked. And Carlson's going to dump it in. Collected along the wall by Tommy Novak. Oh! What a nifty set of hands that was! Halibut shot of Novocaine as Tommy Novak increases the lead. It's 3-1, or excuse me, 4-1. Oh my God, I'm going backward with goals now. This is ridiculous. Crosby got the 3-1. We finally got to see him get a goal in this series. He didn't in game 1. And I can't recall the last time in these playoffs that I called a Crosby goal, but we finally got it. And then Tommy Novak got me completely discombobulated, so I screwed that up too. Hilarious. A little over 5 minutes, or a little under 5 minutes, sorry, remain in the second period. I haven't really called the time all that much. Very fast-moving second frame. Pittsburgh was able to increase the lead by 2, taking a 2-1 lead into a 4-1 lead. Will it stay that way, or is Toronto going to be able to muster something up in the final minutes of this period? Ben Kindle has other ideas. Kindle to the net. He scores! Joseph Wall had a hard time reading that one as Ben Kindle puts it past. 5-1 Pittsburgh. And you can see it. Berube just more and more frustrated. And we're now going to see the actual goaltender that the Leafs still have. Anthony Stolarz coming in as Joseph Woll is gone to the Philadelphia Flyers, so we'll be seeing a lot of him, especially in the Penguins playthrough. Oh, trying to do a nice cross-crease pass. And I say nice because it would have been if it would have connected, but it didn't. Now McCabe. Oh, my word. He just landed on his belly. What a hip check that was. I don't think the puck was anywhere near him, but they didn't call interference, so I'm good. Sam Girard turning. He's going to try, and a save made by Woll. Really tough opportunity there. As blind guys found a way to pick a corner. Up now to Crosby. Spinning. Crosby hangs on to it. Lost the puck, though. Gained it right back. Behind the net. What a chance by Rust from an awkward angle. Stolarz had to be prepared for that one. Could have squeaked through. Highlighting the goaltending matchup, it was not the initial one as Joseph Woll has been pulled. I guess the wool has been pulled over his eyes. I don't know. But either way, got ourselves nice lead brewing if you're a Pens fan. If you're a Leafs fan, well, playoff disappointments are nothing new for you guys, unfortunately. Malkin, and there he scores! Here I am dunking on the team, and Gino Machino cashes in at the casino as the Penguins increase the lead to 5. Igor Chinikov going as well. He shoots, denied. Novak to the blue line. Carlson lets it go off the pad of Stolarz. I was going to say it, but I don't know. My mind almost defaulted to Woll for a minute. So apologies, or a moment, I should say. Apologies for that. We chased him. I should know that. Novak dumps it in. Speaking of chasing, it's chased down by Chinikov. He fires, denied. Back to the blue line. Carlson to Wallerspoon, and that shot deflected wide. Chinikov again to the front of the net, and a save made by Stolarz. 4:48 to go, or 4:46 to go, excuse me. Blind guy apparently can't read numbers. But 4:46 remaining in the second period. Drive, Carlson, he put it high over the net. Rutger McGroarty had the puck and lost it. Now it's Matthew Nyes. They're trying to get the first line out there against the fourth line. McGroarty! Oh, he's denied on the doorstep. What a beautiful feed, but an even better save by Anthony Stolarz. McGroarty's going to try again. He lost the puck. Getting it back to Lazan. Drive by Brunick blocked off. And a shot by Dewar, who's found the back of the net tonight. Harrison Brunick. Gets it, shoots, and a big save by Anthony Stolarz. Here's Robertson, the former Leaf and current Penguin, and he couldn't put it home. I don't know if he just shot that a little wider than he wanted or what, but it just did not work out. Here's Crosby looking for a second, but Stolarz pounces on it, and we'll get the whistle with 12.7 to go in period 2. Crosby lost the draw. It's carried out by Carlo, who dishes off to Michelli. But time has expired. The Penguins have extended the lead. Chase Joseph Woll. Maybe he went to Philadelphia. I don't know, but Anthony Stolarz is in net for the Leafs now. It's 6-1 after 2. Let's take a look at the stats after 40 minutes. 27 shots for the Penguins, 14 for the Leafs. 22 hits to 11 in favor of Pittsburgh. Passing percentage went up for Toronto, went down slightly for Pittsburgh. That's okay. We did not win a single draw in that period, I don't believe. Or maybe one, I'm not sure. But still, we're getting more than doubled in that department. So the more things change, the more they stay the same, I suppose. But it's all good. No penalties to speak of as of yet. And maybe we'll get one in the third. We'll have to see. Toronto might be pretty ornery if they're going to be going down 2-0. And it looks like they will be unless they mount a pretty spectacular comeback. 40 minutes down, 20 minutes up. Third period action coming at you here on the VIG Lounge. Knocked down. And Raquel will carry it in. Rust spinning out of the corner, backhand to the net, and Wall got it down low. The rebound is there, but the Penguins couldn't gather it. John Tavares lost it, and it's passed aside to Carlson. And now up the left wing side to Brian Rust. Rust trying to dance his way in, denied by Anthony Stolarz. Rust from the other side shoots, and Stolarz got that too. Puck's carried in by Erik Karlsson. Karlsson spinning, backhand shot. Oh my goodness, nice dish to Malkin, and it nearly paid off. Lost it. Carried in now by Rickard Raquel. Raquel trying to dance a little bit. Lost the puck though. Nearly 6 minutes played here in the third period. The score remains as it was in the second. 6 goals for Pittsburgh and 1 for the Leafs. Malkin trying to change that, and he does! In the words of the late great Mike Lang, make me a milkshake Malkin! He's got his second of the night. Raquel now up to 14 points. Hasn't scored yet, but he has found the score sheet in terms of an assist at the very least. And a prick just off the post. Drive and a save made by Shilovs. Nicola had it and lost it. Soderblom shoots one and a save made by Stolars. It's nice to see Uncle Elmer on the score sheet as he got one past Joseph Wall back in the first. And for anybody who's wondering about that reference, Uncle Elmer is an obscure wrestling character from WWF in the 1980s. Yeah, always going to tie it back to wrestling at some point. Solovyov tried to get a shot, knocked off. Now the big boy, Justin Brasso, to the net, and he lost it. Knocked down. Drive, scores! Okay. Steven Loritz. Oh my God, that is an ugly looking photo. I'm very sorry to say, but oh man, that just does not look flattering. Is that his yearbook photo? But look at that. He knocked down Shilovs, but maybe that's after the puck went in. But either way, that should have been questioned, no? I mean, the Leafs got back in it, sort of. They got a goal, but it's not enough. I don't believe, anyway. Blake Lizotte, maybe stranger things have happened to the net. No, Stolar shut it down. Thought I was going to get my line in there. Maybe not, but at some point, nice pick off the pass there by Dewar. Lizotte trying to get through the neutral zone, was unable to do so. And Wotherspoon looks to regroup. He finds Dewar. Connor Dewar shoots and a save made by Stolars. Oh, what a hit by Dewar there, though. Holy smokes, one-timer from the far side. And that did not pay off. Erik Karlsson trying to dance through everybody, and he nearly did. Pass off the boards to nobody in particular, and another former Leaf in Simone Benoit. Had the puck and lost it. Now it's goal scorer Ricard Raquel, lost it. Gerard has it on his stick. He'll fire, save made. And when I say goal scorer, I mean goal scoring leader in this playthrough. Max Domi gets knocked down. I don't think he's used to that. Sam Girard dances his way through. Girard fires one again, and a backhand shot by Raquel just cranked off the post. Puck sent all the way down. And now, Tommy Novak dumps it in. There it is! I'll buy Sam a drink and get his dog one too! Thank you, Mike Lang! And we now return to our regularly scheduled program as the Penguins lead at 8-2. .2 seconds. Huge hit on Tavares. And Shilov seals that one. Toronto can take one positive in this game. It's that they finally beat Shilovs. They weren't able to do that in game one. So they've got a couple goals. Pittsburgh just had 6 more. And this latest one is off the stick of Sam Girard. Again, shout out to my good friend Mel Nicholson, as Sam Girard is a former Av. 9.9 seconds remaining. Well, that's going to do it. Oh, no, it's not. Tavares in front, and he scores right at the end. 2 seconds remaining, and the Penguins give up 3, which is 3 too many in my opinion, and all these goals have been kind of greasy. Look at that. How is that okay? Tavares shoved Shilovs into the net. Look at this. Look at this. How is that okay? That is not a good goal. Please explain that to me. I mean, on the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't matter, but, like, if they're going to let that goal happen, how come my first goal got called back? There was, like, no contact whatsoever. We get to win a draw right at the end. And the Penguins come off the bench in celebration. Huge 8-3 win to go up 2-0 in the series with 2 more games to go. Or 2 more wins to go, rather. And then they'll have a chance to dance for Lord Stanley. How you doing, Iceberg? Take one last look at the stats before we wrap things up. Shots on goal. 39-23 in favor of Pittsburgh. Hits 36-18 favoring the Penguins as well. Face-off 16-7 in favor of Toronto. They won the passing percentage 88%, 84.2, but we did pretty well. Like I say, face-off's a different story, more than double the whole entire game, so it is what it is. No penalties to speak of. Should have been goalie interference calls, but anyway, I digress. Malkin is the star. He got himself 2 goals and an assist, but we also saw Sidney Crosby get a goal, Sam Girard get a goal, Elmer Soderblom got a goal as well. So did Tommy Novak. So it's nice to see a balanced attack. Oh, and Ben Kindle. How can I forget? But thank you all for tuning into this episode of the VIG Lounge. As I had mentioned previously at the beginning of the stream, if any of you who listen to this are experiencing dark and intrusive thoughts, please, please, please speak to someone. Speak to a friend. Speak to a family member. Speak to a professional. Just know someone will listen and someone does care. But I have been the Visually Impaired Gamer 1987. I bid you adieu. I wish you all health and wellness, and have yourselves a Sunday fun day, everybody.